This right here gets me upset. This right here gets me a little mad because what the heck? I think oftentimes a lot of these corporations, a lot of these entities that license manga and anime should do more due diligence beforehand. I think that they're not doing their homework before they license things, or they're running away from any sort of backlash because censorship is getting out of hand. Censorship is right now being way too dominant, and on top of that, a lot of these foreign licensors are taking way too many liberties. Like, you license these things, you're supposed to do X, Y, and Z. You're not supposed to put your own little touches on it. You're not supposed to put your hands in it. Like, we've been hearing constant things of, hey, they're censoring dialogue, they're changing dialogue, and that's not your job. Your job is to put from point A to point B in the best translation possible. That's it. Not go in and, yeah, we got to get rid of this and that and the third. But this right here takes the cake on, oh my god, we're in a very, very dark time where censorship is becoming beyond outrageous. Yeah, let's just read. According to Anime News and Facts, the censorship in Square Enix's Manga Up app is so absurd and hilarious. Manga Up is a recently launched English manga reading service launched by Square Enix 2 days ago, and I'm just looking at some of these pieces as what are they doing? Like, there's also different levels of censorship, right? Like, there's censorship where they don't completely show something, there's censorship where they take, you know, little liberties and paint over things, but right here they're literally pulling what the only thing I can remember off the top of my head was like Terraform Mars, where they're literally just putting black boxes on top of manga panels to cover certain things, like this character right here where she's showing clearly it's fan service, it's a fan service character, and they put a black box over her chest. Like, what the hell? Don't get me wrong, I get it where, hey, you don't, but then you don't license this, period. If this is too outrageous to be selling, you don't license it. And there's other areas where they put like a black box down there. Like, this is something else, like just throwing black boxes everywhere. That's straight up what ruined the Terraform Mars anime, and we're going down a dark, slippery slope. I've heard that, if I'm not mistaken, and don't quote me on this, Netflix has been retroactively going in and censoring and changing certain things from certain episodes of series like Stranger Things to basically censor and remove stuff that is deemed inappropriate, and that's outrageous. Like, pretty much things that you experience beforehand, when you go back to experience them, might not be the same because now a lot of these liberties are being taken. But this is, I don't even know, like, Square Enix, get your shit together. This is not your job to throw black boxes. If you have a problem with what you're licensing, then maybe you shouldn't license it, or maybe you should talk to these, and I don't know if the creators are giving them the blessing to do this. I don't know if the Japanese publishers are saying, yeah, by all means do this, but what the hell? Like, flat out, this is not the move. This is not the wave at all. Either don't license it or something's got to give, because this is not cool. This type of censorship is just, it's garbage. Like, there's certain instances where it's a slippery slope for me. Like, there was one in particular with, I forget, it's the new series from the creator of To Love Ru. You could argue a case for, that's kind of gross, I don't want to see that type of stuff. So there's arguments to be had there, but this, I don't know, it just seems outrageous. And the type of censorship, like, not even just, you know, like, hey, let's erase certain body parts or something, or let's cover up, like, they just, here's a black box, there you go. And for people that are buying this, like, I won't buy it, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I come across a manga that I'm going to buy and I see shit like this in the manga, black boxes covering things and stuff, I'm not buying it. And it has nothing to do with, oh, I need to see the fan service. Trust me, that's not my bag at all. It's just, what the hell? This is not worth your money. Don't buy shit like that. Don't support shit like that, because you support stuff like that, they're gonna take it steps further and further, and this is horrible. This is, no, don't support that. And I get it, everybody gotta eat, I understand completely. So it's not that I'm trying to be hurtful towards the people that are, you know, in production and the people working behind it, but when you're making moves like this, we can't accept that, because what's next? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna remove fighting moves, like, hey, the Kamehameha is too controversial, we gotta remove it from every episode of Dragon Ball moving forward. Like, no, like, that's where it could end. That's definitely where it could go, where, oh, that attack was too, you know, brutal, we gotta remove that. Oh, those lines of dialogue, we gotta get rid of that. And it'll get worse and worse. I'm noticing as anime and manga is continuing to expand and become larger than life globally, these are the problems that we're facing more and more. And yeah, strap up your boots, kids, because it's going to get worse. I have no doubt in my mind, if they're trying to pull shit like this now, how much worse it's going to get, time will tell. But I could tell you that it's going to get bad. Don't support shit like this, because we'll get more and more, and it'll go down a dangerous route where whole entire series will not exist or won't be able to be published anywhere because of shit like this. And to be honest with you, I'd prefer, if you're not going to do it right, leave it over there and let fans do what they will. That's just my take. I know it is what it is. There's people that work hard, but those are terrible decisions, and it'll lead to affecting other stuff. Like, maybe I don't care necessarily about those series to be like, oh my god, I just won it or whatever, but like, imagine One Piece. Imagine you're reading a chapter of One Piece and all of a sudden there's black boxes everywhere Nami is at, or Robin, or Usopp's nose, or some fucking crazy shit. Like, you just never know how far they could take it. Don't support this. One last time, I know I said that a bunch of times, but that's garbage. Absolute garbage, and I don't care. I stand on that. Toriko fans, all of you out there, Toriko fans, well, you probably thought we're never going to hear anything else from the series, because to be honest with you, towards the end of Toriko's run, it felt like Shueisha completely abandoned and dropped it. Considering Toriko started off where we had crossovers with One Piece, we had like multiple crossovers with One Piece, we had that huge special that I still to this day don't understand. Like, yo, they really wanted to make Toriko that next big thing, and they gave it their all. Of Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Toriko all together, big anime TV special. They did that. They did the works to make Toriko pop, and then towards the end they got a rushed ending. A lot of fans were dissatisfied with how they wrapped it up. They said it was supposed to go a lot longer and they cut it short. So I thought, honestly, they were going to just bury Toriko. I thought it was going to be one of those things where you know about Toriko, but it's never going to get any love, but they haven't completely forgot about it, seemingly. According to this, it says Toriko's 15th anniversary key visual. The series is set to release news and plans in 2023, and it's of Toriko and Kamatsu. Yes, I do remember Kamatsu. I read, what, 100 chapters of Toriko back in the day, and I watched like the first 50 episodes of the anime. I did my Toriko the best I could. Honestly, even from this 15th anniversary thing and them I wouldn't be surprised if it's like they're gonna, I don't know, put out some Toriko snack wraps or something like that. Like, yo, Kamatsu's Takayuki, or whatever that shit is pronounced. Like, that's probably what they're gonna do with it. I don't see them doing anything major. I doubt we're gonna get any big anime episode. If I'm wrong, by golly, that'll be great. I know fans would love more Toriko, but I don't see them doing any more anime. Maybe the author might do a special chapter. Y'all know he tried to return with, what was it, Build Kings, and that didn't do well and got canceled. So who knows what the future holds, but I'm not going to hold my breath on this being anything substantial that is going to make like former Toriko manga readers or anime watchers go like, yeah! It's probably going to be something small, like, hey, they're opening up a Toriko style restaurant in Tokyo or something like that, which that's still dope for the franchise, but it realistically does nothing for fans that want more Toriko. And a lot of people really love Toriko. That had a solid fan base, despite the fact that it never really caught on like in a major way. Like, I never really got into Toriko like that, despite the fact, again, I read 100 chapters and watched like 50 episodes. It never really latched me, because I just never could get over the idea of they're fighting to the death over food. I know that sounds sacrilegious to Toriko fans. There's a lot more to it, but the whole premise just really was something that stopped me. But either way, there's a 15th anniversary plan with news and all sorts of stuff for 2023. Yo, give at least a, I don't know, a OVA or something, a couple of OVAs, something like that. That'd be kind of neat. But yeah, I wouldn't hold my breath, Toriko fans, on them doing anything substantial. I mean, there's a possibility, but considering the fact that Toriko never became what they really wanted it to become, yeah, take this with a grain of salt of anything other than, you know, restaurants and snacks and stuff like that, considering Toriko is like kind of food based. I get it, there's more than just food in there, but you know what I mean.